Up and down my own mama. I look good. I look fine. I look good. You could touch my back. Wish you could. Hi. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I had to just do something different. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and we are doing another Get Fit With Me series, Yoga Edition. And the song I was singing, put that in the comments if you know. But if you don't, yeah, I'm not going to say who it was, but the video came out this week. That's all I'm going to say. And it was freaking amazing. If you're someone who is a millennial, particularly maybe an older millennial, younger millennials, I don't know, you might be a little too young. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. But it was a throwback video that she put together, this artist who I was singing, and it was like the early 2000s. And that was my error. That's when I was coming of age and was starting to really be outside. Just saying. Speaking of that, not this video, but I am going to be having a Ready to Go Outside series coming up soon. Probably, I would say, next couple of videos will have that coming up soon, because I'm definitely planning on doing things over the weekend, because I am filming this on a Thursday. You probably won't see this up until Saturday, but yeah, I'm definitely going to have that coming up soon, because I realize I haven't done one in a while and it is overdue. And plus, I haven't really done much makeup, ironically, since I've had this hair. And of all the looks, this has been my favorite one as far as aesthetically. But as far as the maintenance of it, you probably won't see this again anytime soon. Just saying. But anyway, that's not why we're here again. But I just kind of wanted to bring that in there, which is also the other reason why I was singing that song. And I actually am going to see this person whose song this is from in concert 2 months from now. So I'm excited about that. And I think her album's coming out soon. I think it's coming out. It's definitely coming out this month. I think it's in the next 2 weeks or so. But anyway, do your research on who that is. It's called On My Mama, On My Hood. Okay, I'll stop. But it's a sample of that song. And anyway, that's what it samples. So it makes all the sense in the world, the video, which again, you should check out the video, the song, the artist, all that. But that's, again, I'm not getting paid for that. It's just free plug. I think sometimes I just need to share my musical taste, because I've heard from many people that my taste is kind of all right when it comes to music stuff. So anyway, but back to this. The yoga video we're going to be doing is under 15 minutes. And if you're like me, besides yoga, music is something that is a stress reliever for me. But sometimes that's not enough. And sometimes life be lifing. Sometimes your career be careering, your job be jobbing. You know, the things. So this yoga routine is actually for exactly that. It is by Jamie Lynn Stanley. And it is yoga for stress, under 15 minutes, beginners and plus size friendly, because she's a big girl. And I like that. I love that. She's actually, and I don't know if you've checked out any of her other videos I've recommended, but she's kind of a famous-ish yogi person. She actually had a commercial quite a few years ago where she was doing yoga. And it was like, I think it was a Secrets commercial where it kind of was talking like breaking stereotypes. That's her. Same person. If you, someone who watched TV or has seen that commercial, same person. And again, I'm happy she finally has a yoga channel, like a YouTube channel where she does her yoga, and so that we can review it, do the yoga, check it out, and get into it. But without further ado, how about that? Let's get into it. So in this practice, we are going to start in a tabletop position. And as we are going into the tabletop position, we're making sure things are aligned. So that includes making sure that our arms are aligned with our shoulders. And then also like our legs are aligned with our hips. because from here we're going to be doing a cat and cow, and we're going to be doing very slow and deliberate. Most of this practice today is pretty slow and deliberate. Just really focusing and making sure the posture is your posture is correct, your form is correct, and you're getting the most out of the practice. But from there, so from that tabletop position, I'm doing a couple cat cows. We then are going to then thread the needle, similar to the practice that we had yesterday, where we then, on top of threading the needle, then if you want to extend it, you can extend it. And of course, we chose to do that. And that is going to take place on both sides before we move on to the next pose. In between doing the thread and needle on the opposite side, we are going to kneel for a little bit, and she has it where we're resting in this kneeling position for a minute. For me, of course, for those who are new to the channel, welcome, but I will just mention, for those who are new, yes, Whisper is a part of my practice, and so my break is including petting my cat. Yes, so that's what we're doing here, and yeah. Once we have thread the needle on, well, after we got off that kneeling position, we thread the needle on the other side. And then once we do that, we do go back to that kneeling position. And then from there on, we are going over to the next position after that. So in this next pose, we then are going to be in a wide-legged pose. And at first, we're just kind of just resting here and getting our bearings and then making sure we are sitting up straight and then moving any booty meat that you need to move out the way. Or in the case of how she practices, also moving the underbelly, because that is what her channel or what her practices are called, underbelly. So definitely make sure you check her out. Another plug. But anyway, from there, we then are going to then transition to a wide-legged seated forward bend. If you cannot extend far, she recommends, and this is actually what she does in the video, she has a couple of props, so you can either do that with a couple blocks, which is what she did, or in my case, I use a pillow. Yes, I look silly, but I did not feel like getting my prop, so this is what we're using. Once we have completed that stretch, including using the props, and also I should mention the reason why she suggests using these props is that when you really are stressed, it is a nice release to kind of have a little pressure on your head, and so that's why she suggests that. But anyway, so next we're going to transition to a one-legged forward bend, but kind of like a side forward bend or a side angle pose type thing, or just a side stretch is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to be doing that on both sides, and there's ways around how you do it. You can use a prop, and hers she used a strap, or if you want to use like a block, again, you could do that as well too. So there's options here also. I should have mentioned we are doing this on both sides. So then after we do get this done on both sides, we then are going to transition over to a cobbler pose. I forgot what she calls it, or butterfly pose. She doesn't call it that, she calls it something else, but this is what we're going to transition over to. And then once we are in that cobbler pose, we then are going to do a forward bend with that to the best of your ability. And she kind of does share that your cobbler pose can look more like a diamond, or your feet can be closer to like your groin area. Whatever your flexibility is what works. Last but not least, after this pose, we then are going to transition over to a cross-legged pose or a nice comfortable seat. And this is going to be simply where we conclude the practice. So it was fairly quick and easy, and I hope you enjoyed. Hi, so that does conclude the video for today. How I would rate that? I would give it a 9. It was 15 minutes, well, less than 15 minutes. It felt like it was less than 15 minutes. And I ain't gonna lie, and you probably see it whenever I do her videos. She is naturally very, she has a lot of personality. She's very personable, and it's crazy because it feels like she's in the living room with you. She's one of those. And like, there's a couple times where she said some things, and I was trying to like not laugh because it's like, I'm supposed to be serious, do this yoga, but she's like, child, life's too short to be that serious. Like, let's not do that. Let's have fun. Let's do this. Like for example, when she's doing these alternative like poses, she's like, okay, if that feels like we're doing the most, let's not do that. And I'm just kind of like, right? This feels like I'm doing the most. Let's do less. Let's not do the most. And so I love that. I love how personal she is, and how it's just easy to do. And also, you can make it challenging if you want to. And I don't feel as stressed out because, full transparency, I did this after work, right after work. So I was feeling still from work, and it's a Thursday today when I'm filming this. So, and I have a lot going on with work. Like, it's just been kind of crazy. So yeah, anyway, I would recommend that. I'm going to put her link in the description like I always do for all the YouTubers who I review. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner. I will see you next time. Bye. On my mama, hey, on my hood.